Hi all. So in today's session, we are going to learn what is the SharePoint and introduction about the SharePoint Online and why SharePoint, what was the history, overall the history of the SharePoint from 2000 to till date. Okay. So step by step, we go ahead and we understand what is the SharePoint. In earlier session, we understand that what is the Office 365 and what are the different apps and services in Office 365. In that, SharePoint is the one part, and we are going to explore the things related to the SharePoint. Okay, so let's move ahead. Uh, so, what is the SharePoint? So, Microsoft SharePoint is a browser-based collaboration and content management platform from Microsoft. Okay, so SharePoint is a browser-based collaboration and content management platform. If someone asks you what is the SharePoint, then what is the definition of a SharePoint? So you need to tell them it's a browser-based collaboration platform. This definition is very important. Browser-based collaboration platform is the very important definition. You can see here browser-based collaboration platform and content management platform from Microsoft. These lines are very important. These tell you the definition of the Microsoft. So why it called it as a browser based? At the end, Office 365 is browser based only, but earlier in SharePoint 2010, was 2007 or SharePoint 2013. Earlier, means those earlier SharePoint was on premises. On premises means all the servers and everything maintained in premises, and we access the site in a browser. So we access the content in a browser. For that, it's called as browser-based collaboration and content management platform. Okay, browser-based. Browser-based means it will not require to install a separate tool or anything, any software. Okay, to access the content and to work in a SharePoint. Okay, so SharePoint is the Microsoft collaboration platform for business on a web. See, collaboration platform for business on a web. So they clearly describe collaboration platform for business means there are different enterprises. We consider the enterprise, say Mahindra and Mahindra. That enterprise having, or that business or that company, that organization having their own business. To run that business, they need to maintain the content. This content plays the crucial role in an organization. What is the meaning of the content? Content that might be the form, that may be in the form of a documents. Okay, that may be in the form of a documents, that may be in the form of an image. Okay, that may be in the form of an image, or that may be in the form of a video, or that may be in the form of any notes. Okay, so anything means contents are any types. Okay, or that may be the form of a table data. Okay, table data. Okay, these are the different forms of content: document, images, videos, notes, or anything, or any blog, or any blog. Okay, so any blog or anything, then this is, that is also placed in the content. Okay, whatever the information related to the organization which will store, and those is managed through the content management. Okay, one thing is very important. You should know that the organization content plays crucial role. Consider Mahindra and Mahindra is the organization. That organization, that organization, but that organization having some critical information like their financial information, like their design, vehicle design. As Mahindra is a vehicle manufacturing company, maybe they having some designs for their new launch vehicles. They are having some their plan design, their future plans. Okay, so this is called crucial information, and it should be kept, it needs to be handled by the specific people, those who are having a rights on that content. Okay, so consider this is the content, this is the content, and this content having design. Okay, this is a design, or this is a design. Okay, and these are the images. for the new car. Okay, Mahindra and Mahindra are going to manufacture the new car. Okay, they are going to manufacture the new car, and this design, this is a crucial and critical information. This design, this is a critical and crucial information. This content, critical and crucial information, they wants to keep it secure. They wants to keep nobody, anonymous user will not access this. Okay, or anyone from, consider any competitor, Maruti Suzuki competitor, read that content and they know that this car will be launched by Mahindra and Mahindra. They will copy their plans, they will copy their plans, or any other organization, they will copy their plans. Anonymous user can quickly access. So security is a very important part, and also at the same time the content management is also very important. So this design, we are working on design. Consider there is not a single person working on. There are in organization, there are there are many people, those who are working on this design. Okay, so the specific people having access to that content, and they can modify the content, they can maintain the version of their content, is a very important, and it plays a very important role in the organization. And that might be the documents, that might be the videos, or anything, any kind of content, any kind of information. Okay, it will manage, it is called, it's basically called content management. And and, and collaboration means many people at a time accessing the same content, and they work on the same content. Okay, so earlier I have show you, I have created one Excel and I share that Excel to the multiple people, and they just fill their information related to their, okay, in that Excel, so that I can do. So it's called as collaboration. Maybe many people work on the same Excel at the same time. SharePoint is a web-based inter intranet that can help to improve your organization effectiveness to streamlining the management and access of the data. As I have told you, it streamlines the access of the data of the secure content. SharePoint is the enterprise information portal from the Microsoft that can be configured and run intranet, extranet, and internet. Means see, the contents are stored; those are accessible wide range of the audience. Means many people, internet, intranet, and extranet. Means if you want to publish the content, you can publish the content on through the SharePoint, and anyone can access that. If you want to share the content with the extranet with your partner company, consider Mahindra and Mahindra having partner Tata Motors, they will share the content to the Tata Motors also. So like this way, secure way of content management is role performed by the SharePoint. So that's why SharePoint play very important role in a organization, and this is one of the service, or we can app or module in the office, in our Office 365. Okay, then gradually you understand how. And in Office 365, maximum scope of work is in SharePoint. So gradually you will understand that what is the scope. So moving ahead, I will move ahead. So keep the definition of SharePoint in, remember the definition. The two words needs to be, are very important: collaboration and content management. These thing, two words are very important while giving the message. If you tell definition to someone, these two words are very important: collaboration and content management. Okay, collaboration, or you can say SharePoint is the Microsoft collaboration platform for business on web. That's okay. Okay, collaboration, okay, platform for business and web. This one definition also you can tell. Okay, so but web means everything is on a website, no need to install separately. Moving ahead, you hope you understand what is the SharePoint. The definition of a SharePoint is a browser based collaboration and content management platform. That's it. Browser based collaboration and content management platform. Okay, collaboration platform for business on a web. That's it. That's one is also good. No problem. You can tell collaboration platform for business and web. These two things are very important. If someone asks you what is the SharePoint, okay, what is these two things? Have mark it green. Okay, these two definitions are very important. Okay, moving ahead. I will move ahead. Sorry, I will move ahead. Okay, so I hope you understand the SharePoint. Now release and history and roadmap. When it was launched, what are the previous versions, and when it was started. This that might be the confusion on your top of mind. So maybe you confuse that SharePoint is recently launched product or anything. No, that is not a thing. Since 2011, SharePoint is there. This SharePoint scope was defined in 2001. Sorry, 2001. Okay, so in year 2001, Microsoft come up with the SharePoint. Okay, so here you can see in 2001 Microsoft started working on a SharePoint. Then they released the come up with the new version, SharePoint Server 2003. Then Office SharePoint Server 2007, which is also called as MOS, Okay, Microsoft Office SharePoint Server. Okay, then it's the in year 2009 they come up with the SharePoint Server in 2010. After 2010 launch, in this after 2010 launch means people realize the beauty of the SharePoint application and SharePoint module or SharePoint software, and so that many organization is moving towards the SharePoint from year 2010. In years 2012, Microsoft come up with the next release, which is called as SharePoint 2013. Again in 16, Microsoft come up with the 2016, and again in 2019, there is a Microsoft SharePoint Server 2019 is also there. But that thing is not here in the screen. Okay, but all these release are on premises. All these release are on premises. Okay, what I'm saying, on premises. On premises means these are their own servers, and this is the on premises means this SharePoint software installed on organization server, any server in your organization, means this software installed on a organized server. This is called SharePoint SP farm, which is called as SP farm. Okay, so SharePoint farm means there are many servers. It will require to set up this SharePoint. It based on what kind of organization, what is the strength of organization. If organization having 10,000, 20,000, 1 lakh plus employees, then this farm size will increase. The farm size will increase means count of server, means how many servers we use. One, these servers are connected with each other. Means this is the premises environment. This is a premises. This is the SharePoint farm, which is a premises. Up to 2019, this SharePoint farm is used. Okay, to host the SharePoint on premises. I'm saying on premises. Premises means within an organization. Means organization maintain their own servers. Means like our own local system. Same way in organization. This is not on this is not on cloud. This is not on cloud. This is on. So gradually after gradually the scope of the cloud technology has increased. The scope of cloud technology has increased nowadays. So Microsoft managed solution come up with the managed solution. Okay, so Microsoft online services are there. Earlier there was Microsoft online services, but after that the cloud technologies are taking a grip, and then Microsoft understand the scope of a cloud technology. That's why they come up with the Office 365 for Office 365 as a cloud technology, or we shortly in short we call it as a we call it as a online technology. Okay, online technology in that. So in Office 365 from year 2012, Microsoft come up with the SharePoint Online. Okay, so you understand that this SharePoint Online is started. SharePoint Online. So SharePoint Online started from this 2012, and which is the part of the Office 365. So you understand the history and roadmap of the SharePoint when it was started, and these above versions are premises, but widely scope is moving towards the online now. Now organization required everything in online. They don't want to maintain their servers. They don't want to maintain their resources to manage the servers. They just want everything as it is. Okay, they just take the tenant. Means, as earlier we discussed in Office 365 is one tenant. We take one tenant. Okay, just one tenant. Means there are uh, uh, in 5 to 6 lakh the tenants of a Microsoft Office 365, and we are taking one tenant. Okay, and we are working on the tenant environment. Okay, and organization pay for their specific tenant. So again, some bright features are highlighted here below. Core collaboration, content management. These two things are very important. The cloud and enterprise social, cloud inspired experience. Okay, inspired experience means it's telling about the Office 365 scope of Office 365 and SharePoint. Okay, I hope you understand the roadmap of the SharePoint. Okay, from this screen. Okay, so moving ahead, let me show you the next thing. Okay, next screen. So in next screen, uh, see SharePoint as a collaboration platform. So, as a collaboration platform, collaboration means many people work on same content. Collaboration means many people work on same content. As you can see, as you can see in this diagram, as you can realize that there are different kind of content. If you can see, there are different kind of contents are here. Here is some cards are there, some notes are there, calendars are there, tasks are there, some list contents. Here some documents are there, notes are there, email is there, PowerPoint is there, Excel is there. So what are the word is there? Some projects files are access is there. So content, widely you know that what kind of a contents, widely you know that the are contents are either those are in document format, those are in image format, video format, or any kind of format. All the contents are stored in the at the centralized location, which is called SharePoint. That's why the name is SharePoint. On from a single point you can share the content. Now this see that this guy accessing the content from mobile, this guy accessing the content from laptop, sorry, this guy from the laptop, this guy from tab, this guy from desktop, this guy from laptop, again this guy from desktop. Okay, so there is a device barrier. Means there is no device barrier. You can access from any device. You can access our SharePoint collaboration platform from any device. Even though I am working and I want to validate some document, or I want to do some change in PPT, I can do through the mobile. I can do through my mobile. Okay, so anyone work on the shared content. Okay, anyone can work on the shared content. That's why SharePoint is a collaboration platform. So moving ahead, let's moving ahead. Sorry. Now in next slide. So in this slide, you can see that the you can see here the content. Consider SharePoint for enterprise. They just try to explain that SharePoint for this is the enterprise, this is the organization. Okay, the main see what is the important thing, what are the things those are in organization, those are stored in a laptop computer, which is the content, how organization run. The 50% of organization role performed by the IT or company software. Okay, 50% role of the organization, even though it will be financial company, it will be the uh, vehicle manufacturing company or any company. So software plays very important role. That's why the quality software needs to be there, quality with the performance, and it will helpful to the organization to fulfill their work. So if you go here, okay, so if you go here, this is the enterprise or any organization. They are having some PDF documents, they are having some contents or items, they are some having task list, or there are some event related list are there. So you can see versions are managed here, versions. The document having specific identity, the document you have stored, they are having specific identity, their versions are also maintained. You can search the content. Here you can search the content. Consider Mahindra and Mahindra is the organization. The Mahindra and Mahindra is the organization having, I will say, tell you that 2 to 4 crores of document. I'm saying 2 to 4 crores of document. But how they will manage? They cannot manage in a local system. They cannot manage. It needs to get a centralized location. From there they can access the content and they can manage their versions. There needs to be some identity. Okay. Okay, so that's why it will be on SharePoint. So if we go here, so these two people, these two employees are working on the same document. This is called collaboration. See here, they are sharing the content with each other and editing the content. Okay, you can see here they are sharing. So here security means people, those are within the organization, those are in active directory, they are only access to their documents, they are only the access to their document, they are only the access. Then cost efficient means cost efficient. If I will say I want to maintain the everything on my premises, I need to buy the Office 360 Office licenses. I need to buy some other software licenses to manage the documents. I need to manage the videos, manage the PPTs, manage the images. So I need to purchase the different softwares and all. For security point of view, again there are some issues. Again, I'm not able to share the content outside. Again, there I need to go with the another technology. But a Microsoft Office 365 is the common platform or common hood. Under that everything is managed. Okay, so you please try to understand the beauty of this software. So there is the, you can customize the things, you can customize the things in the SharePoint, or you can see, you can edit the content even though you are offline. If you are, even though you are offline, you can edit the content and it will automatically sync up on SharePoint. So this is the way of the SharePoint enterprise. In the enterprise having SharePoint, how they work, it's just a try to explain from this image. Okay, so again moving ahead. So let's go ahead in next image. Okay, so this is, I hope you understand, up to this you understand what is the SharePoint. Okay, so now this is the structure, this is the structure and hierarchy of the SharePoint, how SharePoint work. Okay, so this topic I will take it tomorrow. Means tomorrow I will explain you what is the site collection, what is this, and what is the SharePoint. I will explain these things tomorrow. I will explain this thing tomorrow. We will discuss on the site collection and hierarchy. Okay, in tomorrow's topic you will see what is the meaning of this, and practically I will show or create the site and explain you how the library, how we can store the content, how we can add the item, how to create the column. Everything we will explain you, how to create a folder, library. It will be covered in the tomorrow's topic. Okay, so after that, why SharePoint? Why SharePoint? So as of now, at least somehow, at least 20% you realize that what is the importance of a SharePoint. Okay, so SharePoint, first thing is the simplicity. If you see that here, first thing is that simplicity. It should use user friendly and provide access to the required documents to the few clicks. Mobility means you can access it through the laptop, desktop, mobile, tab, any device. Okay, you can access. Affordability, it should be overpriced, should not be overpriced. Means you have the Microsoft Office 365 tenant and you have the SharePoint in that, and no need to purchase other softwares, no need to go with the network cost, no need to go with the additional resources cost for different technology. Under the SharePoint everything is managed which is required for your business. That's why it's a affordable. Scalability, it should be able to grow together with the company. So scalability means documents are shared, collaborated, you can share the content with your partner. Means it's improve the scalability, so that it will help the organization to improve. Okay, flexibility, it should be customizable, integrated and other corporate system and tools. So flexibility means, if you say image is on my page, you will say image is here. You don't want this image, you can delete it. You want image at this location, you can put it this location. If you say I want right here something, if you say I want here slide bar, you can put the slide. If you say I don't want anything, I want something different in this page, if you say I want to perform some other operation, you can do. Okay, there are tools are there, there are tools which is there are different tools like apps. Okay, so tools, what are the apps? MS apps. Okay, then power automate. Sorry, this is the power apps here. So power apps. Okay, power apps, power automate. Then we have PNP for PowerShell script, then SPFX. So these are different technologies, different tools, those are used to customize our existing application. So the our SharePoint developer main scope is to work out on power apps, power automate, PNP, SPFX. So these things are really important. Before that, you need to understand what is the already there in a SharePoint. If someone will say that I want, if someone will say that I want to move this image to here, and you start working with the SPFX solution, it will not work, because already there is out of box feature. What is the meaning of out of box? The things those are already exist in that technology. Okay, so already there, the you can edit the page and move the content here. But you should, when if the things those will not work out with the existing out of box features, then we need to go with these different tools, power automate, power apps. And the SharePoint developer role, majorly SharePoint developer role, is to work on the power apps, power automate, then PNP, SPFX. So there are different technology associated in SPFX, JavaScript, React.js, then jQuery. So HTML, CSS, you should know everything, and that is important role performed by the SharePoint developer. That's why SharePoint developer is plays very crucial role in an organization. If the SharePoint developer can simultaneously work out, once he is having the knowledge on the power apps, then he understand there are different power technologies like Power BI and all, Power Dynamics are also there. So he will realize those things also. But the SharePoint developer role is to work out on these things. Moving ahead, it should be restricted access and sensitive documents and supported regularity compliance. Okay, means there is a security. As you know, I can share the content with the secure people. Those people really needs or really having rights to access that content. Okay, anonymous person cannot access the content. That's why the three things, here 6 points are very important. Why SharePoint? Simplicity, mobility, affordability, scalability, flexibility, then security. Okay, so these 6 points I have explained here. Those That's why SharePoint is very important in your organization. This question frequently asked, why SharePoint? So you should know the why SharePoint. So we'll stop here, and next session I will cover that what is the SharePoint hierarchy and how we can use the SharePoint hierarchy, how we can practically implement the SharePoint hierarchy, create the document, create the site, different site list items, everything. In tomorrow's session, I will cover those things. Okay, we'll stop here.